BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Hello everyone, welcome to Japan on this very chilly afternoon in November. It is the scene for round 16 of the 2023 Formula One World Championship from Bronze, and we have sunshine! Fantastic! We had no sunshine on a Sunday, did we? We had beautiful sunshine last night. And we got some sunshine tonight as well, which is fantastic stuff indeed. Then welcome along then to what I'm sure is going to be a thrilling and stupendous Grand Prix, to say the least. And by the way, of course, our championship leader, New Potato, has unfortunately has had some sad news over the past couple of days or so, and he will not be in the race tonight. Then, but everyone from ALR, which is New Potato, and his family, good wishes then, and he is in our thoughts. And so yeah, New Potato not here tonight, and yeah, I think some things are much more important in racing, and it goes without saying really. But New Potato, we hope that you're doing, hope for you and your family are doing as well as you can do. But yeah, sad that selfishly, I'm sad that New Potato's not in this session tonight as well, because he's been absolutely outstanding this season, to say the very least. Then let's go through the drives and the constructor standing, shall we? From Japan. Then of course this is only one qualifying session, 18 minutes long in this first session. Now I'm freezing actually. I'm gotta say I'm trying not to turn my heater on until until December, but gotta say I am very cold. Then my tootsie toes are almost falling off, and let's just say that my my pectoral muscles are very erect. Then it is New Potato who leads the championship, 31 points in front of Vessier, who's climbed his way back every new second. We have TK in third position, and I gotta say I'm very envious of TK, because he's just posted a picture in the driver paddock chat then about he just got home because he's very much no practice, and TK has had to jump out of his real life car into his Formula One machine and get on with it. And goodness gracious me, he's third in the World Championship at the moment, and no practice there for TK. Straight on with it, goodness me. He's going to feel like he's in the Sprinter weekend, isn't he? Which of course told us Sprinter is next weekend. But however, I'm not jealous about TK. I am jealous about TK driving that superb Williams, but I'm also jealous about the fact that it's home, which by the way I am not. I'm not sitting outside of TK's house, and albeit he's got a lovely neighbourhood and a lovely house as well. I'm well jealous of that. Fantastic. I've got to say, it looks like something out of like a American rom-com or something like that. Love it. But anyway, he's on his lap now. Anyway, I've got to get back to the championship. Goodness gracious me. Dr. True Pot's not here tonight, but he's fourth in the championship. Slayer's here tonight. He is 33 points behind True Pot's. Kiki's had a superlative season in sixth position. Now it's been a bit of a renaissance there for Kiki. Serious Masho, two strong seasons in bronze, hasn't he? Last season and this season. Seventh at the moment there. He is 3 points behind Kiki. He's 2 points in front of his teammate Brooksy, of course, who's on a very strong last couple of races or so as well. Look at them all backing up then into the Casio chicane, into the Casio triangle, which Knowlesy very much informed me last night about that, as I kept calling it the triangle chicane. Over the line we go then. One DRS turn around here. Marski in ninth in the championship. I've got indigestion. 10th position is Winnie, who has been fantastic this season. I'm torn between Winnie and and Kiki, just two drivers off the top of my head who have been superb this season. I think they've been magnificent. Diamond down in 11th position, and he's unfortunately not raced recently. 12th position is Smithy, I should say, with Styles in 13th position there. Duncan Dave 14th, Vintage in 15th, Alibi MI missing in action now. I don't know where he's gone. Hopefully he has an alibi. 17th position is Itemizer, another driver who's not participated a lot this season. 18th position, Sick as Muck, Scooby Stew, great drive last time out to get a point then. And Swan Shanks, unfortunately pointless at the moment, but hopefully he can get a point here tonight. Constructors Championship, Ferrari 51 points in front of the Williams team, which are just watched in second. In second Constructors Championship, third is the Red Bull team, 12 points away from the Williams team, 1 point away from the Red Bull is the Mercedes team. Good gracious me. Constructors Champions, Alpine are in 5th with Alfa Romeo in 6th. Haas are in 7th, 8th is Alpha Tauri, and then we've got a 37 point between Alpha Tauri and McLaren in 9th position. 10th position is the Aston Martin on 28 points. Out of the final out of the triangle chicane, which is not the triangle chicane, and across the line they come, and there goes TK, who's currently fast at the moment on the medium tyres there with Marsky, second fast at the moment. We've got a Ferrari in the background as well. As we mentioned, only one DRS zone around the circuit here to... around the circuit, of course, and there's not really anywhere else you can put the DRS zone, really, is there? Maybe the run up to the 130R, but I would probably not say that's a good idea, considering the fact that the driver's going to have to manually close that. We've had some almighty shunts in the 130R over the years, and if you remember Alan McNish's horrific shunt when he was driving the Toyota back in 2002, I think Alguersuari had a smash there as well, didn't he, in the the Toro Rosso back in 2011, was it, or 2009? I think it was 2011, wasn't it? Kaz, who's a reserve driver tonight. Cass, I should say, not Kaz. Kaz tonight, a reserve driver, is debut tonight, I believe, in bronze, and he is fast by quite a margin there over Casal, who has returned to action as well. So I don't think Casal's raced for a while, has he? But he's back in action, and he hasn't raced. I think he was silver, and tonight he is driving the Haas car. It's great to see Casal back in action as well. As his teammate Marsky there is just the extremities of the circuit as we go over the brow of the hill then into the 130R now for Jay Hings, as in Wings, as he is now into the Casio Triangle or the Triangle Chicane, depending on where you are in your era. Unfortunately, I'm still stuck in the 80s. Into the pits comes Jay Hings, and he abandons his time. Duncan Dave is in the S's, and of course, a fine piece of racetrack indeed, isn't it? Here coming out of Dunlop as well for Duncan Dave, and we just seen someone pop themselves up in the second position, which is Brooksy, having 7/10 of a second away. Duncan Dave off the circuit in the second Williams car. I think Duncan Dave had a good result last time, didn't he? Goodness gracious me, I'm going to have to rewind myself back. I'm telling a lie, Duncan Dave didn't race last time, but the time before he did in Italy, and got a very superb 5th position. Swan Shanks, and Swan Shanks there, his teammate there just in front of us is Seconds Month there. Aston Martin unfortunately rooted at the bottom of the Constructors Championship at the moment there. Hopefully they can dig themselves out of that hole with McLaren, I think, second to last. Duncan Dave, I think he might abandon his time then. So far, the top 8 of all set time so far in Cass, who's currently fast and on pole position for his debut tonight. Bronze, fantastic. So far, we've got 11 minutes to go. The time is ticking down. It is starting to become your enemy. Brooks is alongside him on row 1. Then we have Casal returning back to ALR tonight after a few weeks in the doldrums. TK in 4th position there, but he's been on that's first time on the medium tyres, along with Swan Shanks and Sickest Monk 5th and 6th. Marsky 7th, 8th position is Vintage. Duncan Dave is on his way, and he's going to have another bite of the cherry now. We're on board with Duncan Dave, and across the line he goes. Formula Moments, good luck all. Hope good luck all. Not too well. Hope I get some points still. Rain in the race there. Slayer saying can't tell with this game. Hello and good luck, Kaz saying pectoral muscles. I think that those are your and that like another way of saying some where the chest parts are on a man's body, the boob area potentially. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know, but it's a Tuesday night. The boat is out and the boat has been fully thrown open there under the crossover there for Duncan Dave. FYI. minus 18 outside Kazane, and there's me moaning about it being 12 degrees in my fat. But there we go. I'm to be fair, I'm a whip nut, Kaz. I don't mind. To be honest, I think I'd rather be cold than warm. To be honest, especially being ginger. You know, and gingers that seem to I seem to attract the sun. And yeah, so I just look out the window and usually get sunburned. So, yeah, I'm a bit nippy tonight. Hello, Mushroom. There, as Knowlesy has gone chilly on the old. Yes, we've also just flicking into the 130R. Good evening, or good evening to you, Altag. Then, Carl saying, if you need help with the K names, you could call me Canuck. Up to you. Meaning Canadian. Oh, I like that. Let's go, Mushroom. Then, no way, I will try. As Mushroom there, who's currently in the pits at the moment, but he hasn't arrived on the scene. Here's Bessier. Second on championship, he's started to race a couple of times for silver. I would hazard a guess, and I do not want to put in the commentator's curse on Vessier, but he has been outstanding this season. As he's got a couple of wins to his name, three wins and 7 podiums, 3 pole positions as well for Vessier. And he has been New Potato's closest challenger, along with Dr. Truefox, and then TK has had a late renaissance as well. That's invalidated his time though. He's gone wide into the second, in between the two Degners, and Smith Almighty also taking liberties with the outside of the circuit as well. Unlike the real world of Formula 1, there is no debate then. If you go wide, that is it. Your time has been deleted, or hasn't even been deleted, so it won't even count then. So yes, of course, track limits has been a factor. Has been a factor across several races this season, and of course, Haas are trying to reopen the case then for the United States Grand Prix. As wasn't there a camera that wasn't positioned in the correct area in turn 6 of Austin or something, and that's why Haas are able to reopen that case for the results, I think, which very interesting. Which means I think the likes of Perez drop out to 10th after in the following results and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I got my information from a random YouTuber. Out of the final turn for Smithy Almighty then. Of course, there used to be a horrific bump out of turn 18. Of course, that has been smoothed over the years. Smithy, of course, in the intro I was saying about drivers on the up, and Smithy Almighty has been fantastic in the last couple of 5 races or so, hasn't he? He's built the podium. He has scored 2 7th positions and a 6 as well for the McLaren team in the last 5 races. Really impressive stuff indeed for Smithy. So he's really turned himself around this season. Scooby Stew then going over the grids there, and he has gone at 9 fastest. Scooby Stew has good stuff indeed. Here's Jay Higgs into the Casio triangle, or is it the Casio chicane, or is it just the triangle chicane? I have no idea. Across the line then, and Jay Higgs once again, he is very much a quick cookie, isn't he, in this championship? But just let's say quick cookie. Here comes TK. Cass at the moment though is absolutely flying out there. He's in a league of his own, isn't he? Cass is in that second Alpine, and there he comes across the line to start his lap. I have to say, I think that Cass is probably in a different time zone, isn't he? I think he's in Tokyo rather than Suzuka. That's how far in front he is of the rest of the field at this moment in time then. Vestia then coming out of Spoon as well. Quick plug as well. A quick plug as well, by the way. Of course, I've got a couple of plugs tonight then, and I don't mean the ones I plug in the wall. I mean a cheeky plug. Of course, ALR is also live tomorrow night for Formula 2, which I'm looking forward to Formula 2 here tomorrow, because the Formula 2 cars is going to be a handful to drive at the best of times, with weather and everything like that. It's going to be a joy to watch the drivers tackle the S's section of Japan tomorrow night. Cannot wait for that. That absolutely is going to enthrall me. As much as anything enthralls me, to be honest, but I must say Formula 1 cars enthrall me at the best of times. Even on a Sunday as well. After a Sunday lunch, I'm always enthralled then. Still not cut that tree though in the 130R short. No, they haven't, which is shameful. Serious Mushroom mentioned that 2 seasons ago, and it still hasn't been cut. So I think we might have to get onto the old the organisers of Suzuka and ask them to cut it. I would go out there, but I'm terrified of spiders. And I remember watching Martin Brundle's trackside thing he does in practice too, and there is a humongous spider around by the Degners, and Cass has just improved his time further. He is flying there at the moment, 8/10 second in front of TK. Fantastic there is some incredibly big spiders in the two Tegners out by the cranes, and I was like, no way, Pedro. As Sarah's invalidated his time, so he's going to have to go around again. Here comes Kaz over the brow of the hill. Altag saying that my missus has asked, or my other half has asked, is asking, what do you drink during commentary? Has the energy, has to be an energy drink because you do talk for sure, she says that. Actually, at the moment, I've had a I only had like a bottle of Coke. I've got this straw. I've got this what is it? Oh, squash. I've got this squash. I think it's summer fruits. No, it isn't. It's apple and blackcurrant. But I'm not really keen on it, to be honest. I think I've brought the cheap, nasty stuff because it doesn't taste nice at all. But I did have energy drink during the lockdown. During lockdown, I got addicted to energy drink, and I was drinking Monster like 3-4 cans a day, which probably wasn't very good for me, was it? But goodness gracious me, we all had our voices in lockdown, didn't we? But no, I don't. I try not to drink energy drink because, let's just say, I've got no willpower, and if I get addicted to something, that's it. We have just got someone who's just jumped right up into fifth, and that's Sick as Mac. That's a great time for Sick as Mac, who it's been difficult for Sick as Mac this season. Remember last season, Sick as Mac was challenging for the Grand Prix win in Silverstone. And then in this season, he's really struggled, hasn't he, Sick as Mac has, but that's a superb time indeed. Swanshine's invalidated this time. Kaz is coming back into the pit. Slayer also crawling as well, just under 4 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Thank you very much for joining us tonight there. ALR have got a new sponsor, which is BoxBox. Let's say it's an incredible mobile app then, which keeps you up to date with the Formula 1 races live and uninterrupted and all that kind of stuff. But unlike ITV's coverage several years ago, if anyone remembers ITV and F1 races having adverts in between, as Kaz has found 4 seconds on that lap, is in the top 10. Lovely stuff indeed there. So yes, you can live timings then to follow the races at Southend, which is actually a really good thing, especially with the Formula 1 direction as of late, hasn't it there? Because the Formula 1 directors have missed a couple of really good battles, haven't they? Which has been a bit annoying. I think there was a really good battle in, I don't think it was Mexico. Was it Austin? It might have been Qatar, but yeah, there was a good battle which wasn't shown on the live feed. I seen it on TikTok, but again, that might have been AI'd or something like that. Who knows in this day and age? Good gracious me! Nope, it's Marvsky just about to wind up and let go. But yeah, BoxBox powering ALR these days, and powering me as well. It's not an energy drink that I have. I just have BoxBox on my phone. Knowlesy has Lewis Hamilton on his front screen. I have Logan Sargent then. We might have to make the most of Logan Sargent depending on if he's going to be in F1 next year. Felipe Drugovich was rumoured to be in that second Williams, but he's now been, I think he's now been confirmed to be the Aston Martin test driver for next season, hasn't he? Or is it reserve driver? They're both the same to me anyway. But so Felipe Drugovich, it would have been good to see a Brazilian on the grid, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, that's not going to be. So I have a feeling that Williams are going to stick then, aren't they, with Logan Sargent? Because I don't think that they was really talking to him in the chorus, were they? I'm not too sure, to be fair. But yeah, it's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it, on the old driving front. I must admit, after Mexico, I was buzzing with all the excitement going on. I think that someone would just want to spark some intrigue, didn't they? Of course, there was rumours about Alonso going to Red Bull, about Alonso retiring, about Perez going swapping to Aston Martin. Goodness gracious me, I got really reeled in hook, line and sinker. Here's Marsky then, a Grand Prix winner. Sarah Smasher is down in 19th position, unfortunately. We have just got who did the trials to say Kaz is bronze? You're sacked then. I think that was far, to be honest, as we got Marsky flying past. We're going up for the brow of the hill as well. 1 minute to go in this qualifying session. Royce Grain, I miss ITV F1 Sundays at the grandma's with big dinner and cakes. Scare Electric and F1 better than being reminded to buy Sky Glass every 5 minutes. I think I was taking the mick out of that a few races ago, wasn't I? Marsky's got 11 fast, said yes indeed. Then of course I can't know what he says now. It's either Sky Glass or I can't remember what he said now. It's either Sky Glass or is it like or you can ride on board 20 drivers and all that kind of stuff. I do miss the ITV commentary as well. Of course, we had James Allen, didn't we, Martin Brennan, which is quite cool. We had the very fresh-faced Ted Crouch as well. Here comes Duncan Dave, and let's see if he's fresh-faced. He's 6 faster than Duncan Davis in that second. Williams, he's had a renaissance, hasn't he? I think the TK's been helping Duncan Dave with some setups in recently, hasn't it? It's really elevated Duncan Dave up the order, and he's 6 fast at the moment. And Vessier is coming across the line as well. The checker flag is going to flutter in about 15 seconds time then, but all these drivers can set their pass, can set their laps, they can complete their laps. Where's that Haas? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Haas of, it's not Marsky, I think it's Casal, he's missed the timing beam there, Casal has. That is a shame. And that is it for qualifying for Casal. Here's Smith from Mighty. He's a second down, the second split time. So Smithy, the highest he's going to be tonight is unfortunately 9th. So that's a shame there for Smithy. Down in 9th position in qualifying. Marsky is not going to finish his lap either because he is also down by 3 seconds there after he done a time just a minute ago. Winnie has not done a lap time, but what about Slayer? He hasn't done a lap either, so it's all or nothing now for Slayer. Then as he comes into the triangle chicane again, then of course old habits die hard. It's the Casio triangle. Out of it now then, and here comes Slayer. Can he get himself off the bottom of the field? He can, 11 faster, so Kaz, we haven't seen much of it, but my goodness me, he's a 26.8 there. He is in a different time zone, and it's pole position for Kaz, but I don't think that's a surprise. He has started this session off superbly well. Kiki has gone third fastest there. What about Vessier? Vessier's on the front row of the grid then, and coming across the line then is one of the AlphaTauris. I didn't see where the AlphaTauri finished, but what about TK? I have a feeling then that the drivers are going to struggle to keep up with Cass tonight then, but Vessier is second, TK in third, Kiki fourth for Brooksy fifth, Sick as Monk, a great qualifying in 6th position, Duncan Dave 7th for Cass Allen is returning 8th, Hings in 9th position, Smithy Almighty completes the top 10 there, but Cass, pole position in his debut tonight for bronze, fantastic stuff indeed there. Wow, incredible stuff there for Cass. He is dominating so far. My word, then, he's about 7/10 of a second in front then. It will be, he has got a bit of a dirty car there. But pole position there for Cass then, his debut tonight. His debut tonight there for Cass as we got lost half a second in one corner as I hit the grass there. Percy saying that Cass is in a league of his own there. He is indeed, yes, as Cass has gone, yes! As he has been fantastic. Really impressive stuff indeed then. As Cass on pole position by 6/10 of a second now from Vessier in second. TK in third position with Kiki fourth, Brooksy fifth, Sickers Muck sixth, Duncan Dave 7th, Cassal in 8th, 9th is Jay Hings. Jay Hings is usually higher up than now then, but let's see how he goes in the race itself. And Smithy Almighty in a 10th position then for the Japanese Grand Prix then.
BoxBox Hub is an absolute essential for any Formula One fan, and the entire app with new widgets, statistics, localized race schedules, and countdowns, you name it. They even have support for Apple's new live activities feature with real-time updates during a race right on the lock screen, and honestly, some of the best looking widgets I've seen.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Japanese Grand Prix. It's a bit dull and grey overhead now. Is it mixed grid for levels then? First and 16th is a different world. Rice Grain is saying, no, it's not different levels, but Cass is a reserve driver. And my goodness me, he has turned up and really turned the wick up as well. He's absolutely in superlative form, Cass. That's impressive stuff indeed on his debut. My goodness gracious me. I think that Cass has really come in and really shown what he can do here tonight. Superlative stuff indeed then. Man is 8/10 of a second quicker. Get gas with pole position. I'll get gas with pole position, to be honest as well. I was buzzing about when I get pole position against the AI of a level 10. Very good stuff indeed then. Let's get on with the show tonight, shall we? Fingers crossed for Mushroom then, doing a last 2 points then, a bit like what Percy did on Sunday. Really impressive stuff indeed there. Percy did cross the line first, didn't he? But Percy did cross the line first, but of course had a 10-second penalty hanging over him, and congratulations to Sam Green, who is our second newest Grand Prix winner in gold. Then fantastic 17, and shame on me on Sunday. Happy 50th Grand Prix start to Boxtel. I was so focused on Nigel's 100th start, I completely forgot about Boxtel's 50th. Shocking behaviour indeed then. But yeah, happy 50th then to Boxtel. Really good stuff indeed then. I do like stats like that then, as we're now going for the formation lap for the start of the Grand Prix. We have got all three compounds there. Yes, I have forgotten to remove the black screen now. Whoopsie. All three tyre compounds then are being used. It is Cass on pole position for his debut tonight in Japan here tonight. Really good stuff indeed. And alongside him is Vessier. Third position is TK then on medium tyres with Kiki in fourth. Brooksy is in fifth position. Sixth is Sick as Mug. Seventh is Duncan Dave with Cassell in eighth position. Ninth is Jay Hings, and 10th position is Smithy Almighty. 11th is Kaz, 12th is Slayer, 13th is Marsky, Swanshank's 14th, 15th is Scooby Stew, 16th is Vintage, Winnie 17th, Stars 18th, Mushroom in 19th position. I apologise profusely. Yes, I told you, could you move the black screen perhaps? Lol. Black screen, what happened? I can't see anything. Yeah, I apologise profusely about that. I was so focused to unmuting my mic and everything that I forgot to turn the screen back on. Shocking. You see, I can't do two things at once. You get John Cena. Indeed, you can't see me. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if this is a rule or not, but I know this is an F1 stream. But I do love watching men touch each other in tight pants and everything. But goodness me. But John Cena, I think he's retired on me after his final match, which is sad to see. Weather shows dry, Formula Moans are saying Lucas Percy, 5 minutes till rain, goodness gracious me, oh gosh there. This is going to be very good indeed. Thank you very much, Roy Screen. And cool setup, guys, love the ad break. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really good, ad break is, of course, Nosey worked very hard to get us the sponsor for BoxBox. Of course, it is a mobile app then, and you can have cool widgets. Nosey's got Hamilton on the front of his screen. I've got Logan Sargent, and let's go for the grid there to start the Japanese Grand Prix. And BoxBox does power ALR. It also powers me as well tonight then, as we're on board with Mushroom as he lines up on the grid now, prepared himself for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. Round 16 of the championship. Rain is expected in 5 minutes, and that is why we got a mixture of tyres here. How heavy is the rain going to be? Lights are out here in the land of the rising sun then, and it is go! Yes, it is then. Cass, who dominated the qualifying session, is sprinting off beautifully well, but it's going to be TK who is going to go for second position. Professor's on the inside there, and they're going side by side into turn one there, and they're still side by side then, second and third position. So is well off the track there. That's Duncan Dave and the second Williams who's off the track, and he's had to do a 3-point turn there. Marsky's off as well, and Stars is up 2 positions, and Jay Higgs has dropped down the order. Slayer at 4 positions, and as we go through the yes as well, but it is Cass who has taken the lead there, but it's looking at Professor's on the inside into the first time, but he's off the circuit, the man who's second in the championship, and Kiki on the inside as well. Brooksy is also right on the rear wing now, and Brooksy's going for it. He's having a look up to the outside of the chicane here now, and on the inside goes the Alpha Tide, contact with the Aston Martin. I think that was Sick as Muck as well into the Kobayashi hairpin. Brooksy now on the outside, but it is status quo, and hopefully it'll calm down as they come up to Spoon Corner for the first time out of 27 laps around this fast flowing brutal circuit, and Six Muck had to take a face of action because Smithy Almighty was coming through there. Oh my word, and Kaz is now up into 10th position as well. He's up 1 position in CS. Swanshanks, of course, no points so far for Swanshanks there. Hoping to get some points now as they're going side by side for the one for TR. And now look at that, there is Swanshanks on the outside. More contact with the Aston Martin, and Swanshanks having to go off the circuit in the triangle chicane. That one completed. The gap is 0.6 of a second already. And we have got Swanshanks going wide then. And going wide then in a 6, down in 15th position, unfortunately. The 2 Aston Martins there, bottom of the Constructors' Championship, unfortunately coming to blows then, and and now we have got Cass, but TK is not letting him go, is he? Goodness gracious me, qualifying, and the race is a very different beast, isn't it? A very different animal in ALR there. Yes, you may be good in qualifying, you may be quick in qualifying, but remember what happened last season in Bronze? One of the TK who had pole position numerous times there, unfortunately couldn't convert it into a win there. Same with Charles Leclerc. However, this time TK, unlike Charles Leclerc, has turned his fortunes around in the Grand Prix and is absolutely flying this season. That Ferrari then is well out of shape then of Kaz, then almost into the side of his teammate, and Kaz there is just about kept his position there, but the teammate on the inside then, both for of course Itemizer and New Potato not racing for the Ferrari side, so we've had to get in two substitute drivers there. There's the pit strategy then, but we might have to ignore that for the moment then, which is powered by BoxBox, not AWS. Who's that? But yes, we're going to have to wait for the strategy and see how it plays out, because I don't think that strategy is going to be very good use if rain is on the horizon. And of course, we had beautiful sunshine last night in Silver, but goodness me, it seems that wherever I go, I bring the rain then. On the outside then, Winnie goes sickest, but cutting across the Mercedes road, so Winnie's going to go up and under there. On the outside to the triangle chicane as well. Can he brake later? He can. But Sickesmoke has the line, and he has the inside line there. And TK has set the fast up of the race, and there's the top two that are absolutely running away with this race at the moment. TK is flying half a second away. DRS has been enabled. He's still in the DRS to drag detection zone as well. Tyres, please. Percy is saying your wishes might come out then. On the inside, and almost contact then with Smithy. With Sickesmoke and Winnie. Contact again then between Sickesmoke and Winnie. But they've all survived the experience, and goodness gracious me. Soft tyres for Smithy Almighty, soft tyres for Kaz as well. Hard tyres for Jay Hings, for Slayer, and for Brooksy and Cass as well then. And Sickesmoke there off the circuit, and that's a Ferrari behind as well who's off the circuit there. I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Jay Hings who's off the circuit, and then on the outside goes Kaz, and up into 11th position there. Absolute incredible action then, and now Winnie's on the inside there. Sickesmoke there looking a bit unstable at the moment, and the second Aston Martin now dropping down the order after a superb qualifying session there for the Aston Martin driver. Going back to the front then, 4 6 seconds separates the two cars at the moment. On board with Kiki, who is keeping Vessier a bit at the moment, but the gap is about 2.5 seconds. Separates second and third position as they fly past it now as they go up to the run up to the 130R. Brooksy on hard tyres looking very good indeed then, as is Cass, who's also on the hard tyres as well. TK's got to get past, I think, Cass, and if he wants to have any shot at this Grand Prix win then, potentially then. But out of the final turn, out of the triangle chicane then, and now he's got DRS, and here comes TK then. TK with a fast up the race, and he's going for the lead. He takes the lead over the grid hatches. TK leads the Japanese Grand Prix into turn 1. Kiki passes Vessier as well. Brooks is in DRS range, but he's a bit too far back. Cassau on the inside of on the outside of Slayer, I should say, who's in 7th position. We've also got some position swaps as well as Cirrus Mushroom up into 15th position, 14th position now. We got Vintage there, very much hot on the heels of the Mushroom. TK then is now going to see if he can break that DRS detection zone. He's going to have to really go. He's really have to go the whole ham, isn't he, on this lap then, if he wants to break it. Lap 4 out of 27 in the Japanese Grand Prix. Rain was expected to come in 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes has passed in my estimation. So no rain on the horizon at the moment. It is very dull out there, but anyone who is maybe thinking about rain then, well, or on soft tyres, I would be hoping that the rain comes sooner rather than later. Anyone who's on the hard tyres then will be hoping that the rain comes much later, so you only have to do one stop then as we come into the spoon corner once again. Brooks all over the back of Vessier here. Vessier is going to be feeling very concerned about Brooks. He might have the Jaws theme song going through his head, and Cass is all over the back now. Is up the and that's a great maneuver then. Cass all over the back now of TK. He hasn't broke the DRS at all, has he? On board now then with the Alpine. And of course Alpine, the reigning constructors champions for bronze last season, the only team other than AlphaTauri to win a constructors last season, wasn't it? Because the AlphaTauri dominated, but Alpine this season are 5th in the constructors, but they're now leading the Japanese Grand Prix. Brooksy's passed Vessier, moves himself up into 4th position. He is on hard tyres as well. That's a step harder tyre than Vessier is at the moment. Keep an eye on that though, as the advantage is going to swap around, but Brooksy is flying on the hard tyres, looking very strong indeed then. Very good stuff, as we just got Cass, who's back up into a 10th position as well, past the Sickesmoke, who unfortunately is not not, the hard tires is not working at all well for Cass at the moment. Brooksy has lost. Oh no, Brooksy's off the circuit there. Oh, and Smith might have to take a face of action, and now we got Slayer going through him as well. Goodness gracious me. Issues for Brooksy coming out of Dunlop potentially, but the Alfa Romeo driver getting past Bessier, dropping back down into 8th position. That's a nightmare for Brooksy. Oh dear, that's not good at all, is it? As I keep looking at the sky to see if the rain has arrived. It has not arrived yet then, and I'm wondering that, well, anyone who, well, we expect it to be in 5 laps then. Well, sorry, 5 minutes then. Well, it's no rain just yet then, but it's still looking it's not looking promising at all. It's looking quite murky overhead of the drivers then. Into the 130R once again then, and look at this, into the triangle chicane and look at he's all over the gearbox of the Alpine car at the moment. Of course, the tyres are slightly different, aren't they? But TK, who got past Cass on the opening first couple of laps, and has dropped back. But he's going for it again then. I think that this might be a lunge there for TK then. He has a look. No, he isn't then going into turn 1. He thinks better of it then. As rain is here. Goodness me. Slayer is up into 6th position. Smithfield Martin yourself and Cass. Cass is, goodness me, he's sold the boat down the pit straight there. He is still in 11th though. Serious Mushroom to 13th for a great stuff indeed. But rain is here. I see the sprinkling. There it is. Nosy. Rain. It is raining. Oh gosh there. And we got Cass out, who's up into, oh, there's problems for Vessier. Vessier's limping, and now we got Slayer up the inside. He is through, and up into 5th position. Vessier down into 6th then. Oh my golly gosh. Both Ferraris will swap position as well. This is going to be good for the soft runners and the likes of Smithy Almighty and Cass. But I think the hard runners are going to be a bit disappointed about this rain then. Goodness me, it's getting very feisty in here. Now Smithy Almighty's gone to the back of Vessier. Those are big raindrops. I think this is going to be a deluge. We got Brooksy on the outside then. And Brooksy has passed the Red Bull. He has passed the Red Bull and up into 6th position into Spoon Corner now. My word, back on board with Winnie at the moment there, who's looking very strong in the Mercedes-Benz Patronus at the moment. He's all over the back gearbox of the Mercedes-powered McLaren, the customer team, but it doesn't matter about customers in this one. And now he's on the inside. The Aston Martin is having a drag race with the Ferrari, I believe, in the background of Jay Hings. I think that's Sickles looking Hings. It is. And no, at the moment it's all fine dandy. It is big raindrops, but it's quite low intensity, as the McLaren team says that. So it is it's not good enough for the wet intermediate tires just yet then. Of course, if this happens tomorrow night in Formula 2, then of course it is straight from the slicks to the wet tires, of course. But that's Formula 2. This is Formula 1. We got the intermediate tires then, as Kaz is struggling. As Kaz says, rear light has been flashing for a number of laps. I reckon he's run out. Either he's got an ERS deployment issue or he's run out of ERS. Cass leads that on his debut tonight then, with TK in 2nd position, Kiki in 3rd, then 4th is Cassell, with Slayer and Brooksy 5th and 6th. Vessier down into 7th, made that 8th now, as Winnie now flying up into 7th position there. Winnie is an absolute, got the Midas a touch, hasn't he, in these conditions there on the Mercedes, and now he's up into 7th now. My word, and you can see, look at those big raindrops, very much in the Kobayashi hairpin. I think that's where it's going to get the greasiest the most by the looks of things. There's the Haas of Cassell. Then we got a gaggle of cars here, where they're very much going at hammer and tongs in this one. So the rain is here, but the track, as you can tell, we're on board with Winnie. That's not good, and unfortunately the leader Mercedes has left the session, and that is Slayer who's left the session now, and that is not good at all. And Winnie, who's in the 2nd Mercedes, said it's going to get past his teammate. That's an easy overtake there for Brooksy. Unfortunately, Slayer has had issues and is dropped out of the session. Unfortunately, that is a horror show for the Mercedes team after having a very good opening few laps in this Japanese Grand Prix. No safety car yet then, which I know that the head steward Knowles is not going to be too happy with me saying, but no safety car yet. Contact then between Winnie, and I think that was a day late and $1 short maybe for Winnie, because that is a very deceiving corner there, isn't it, where he feels that the gap opens up, but Winnie has dropped all the way back down into 13th position there. Scooby Shoo, great drive so far in 12th position. Sick as muck then, back up into the points then, after dropping off and on board the nose cone of the Smith Almighty on the soft tires there. Winnie getting past Scooby Stew, going into Wi-Fi's gone for Slayer, and hopefully he can get himself back into this one pronto, because he is dropping like a stone now. Both Mercedes has gone from rags to has gone from riches to rags. Unfortunately, yellow flag then, as what has happened then, as it's vintage. No, it isn't. There's yellow flag. So what's the yellow flag for? Have I completely missed it? I potentially have. But Percy said that a late move. That's a very late move. What's it there for winning? Unfortunately, and the gap does open up. It can be quite deceiving down in turn 2, but unfortunately, Sirius rushing down to the top 10. Incredible 8 laps there for Sirius. Rain drops us now on the camera lens of Marsky. As yes, that is going to really that's really going to make the drivers very nervous indeed. That as they go over the brow of the hill once again. Then as both Mercedes are now out of the top 10 after it looked so rosy in the opening stages of this one. So we got Kaz, we got more action at the back there. Goodness me, between Kaz and Marsky. And Kaz is he's in the pits there. If it's for the intermediate tyres, the track is not really. There's no wet patches at all on the track at the moment. As he's in the pits, that's medium tyres there for Kaz. So maybe Kaz and Ferrari think that this is just a light shower where it's going to pass. Then, so we'll see how this one transpires. Because it can be a late shower. It hasn't been too hot around Suzuka. It was absolutely scorching last night, wasn't it? But today it doesn't look too hot out there. So maybe, but I do think that if it rains any heavier, we will be on the intermediate tyres shortly as we go over the crossover. Whoa, is one Mercedes getting very close to us. Slayer with Wi-Fi issues there for Slayer, and he's dropping down. Unfortunately, it's going to be painful to see and watch there for Slayer. Unfortunately, if he can get his Wi-Fi recovered, and then he can get back in the session, and hopefully then. No rain in Gold it's Inter, but there's rain here and it's dry, as Percy is saying. Yes, indeed. Then it's a very strange circuit, isn't it, for rain? Then, because I'm sure that was it Rice Grain? It's Pitt has absolutely judged it to perfection, didn't he? Where he was saying that there is no rain for such a long period of time in Gold then, and he said it's going to drive with 2 laps to go, and it did almost to the exact lap there, wasn't it? It was fantastic there. I do want to ask him the lottery numbers there, but he says it's a strange place there when it rains there, and I think that Percy is very much highlighting that fact as well here tonight. No retirement so far. Cass leads at 9/10 to second in front of TK in second position. Lovely shot for the nose cone here. Kiki in third position. Cass out. Great drive in fourth so far. Brooksy in fifth. Brooksy, we're not sure what happened, but it Dunlop. Brooksy went off the circuit. He is back on now. He is in fifth position and with Vessier in sixth. So Vessier's right in front of us now. There he is, Vessier. There is Smith for Whitey. Jay Hings, who has been very much taking it steady potentially in the opening stage of this race, has now very much elevated himself up into 8th position. And Smithy, Sirius Mushroom. I don't know why I'm getting those two mixed up tonight. So Sirius Mushroom in at 9th now, and 10th is Stickers Mark. Those soft tyres are on Smithy's car, still doing relatively well, to be fair. It's in 7th position. Very good stuff indeed. But the rain is getting harder. The raindrops is now very much, because it's very visible now on the monocoque here of Jay Hings there as he goes into Spoon, and exits now. Cass a second now in front of TK with Kiki Cassal in a third, second, third, and fourth, and all on medium tyres. Hard tyres for Brooksy, Jay Hings, sick as mug, Slayer, who's not in the race currently, and Cass is the Grand Prix leader. I'm not sure if Vessier's got damage there. Problem with the router, so won't be back. I am gutted. Into the pits comes Smithy Almighty then. So what? He's got a 5-second penalty there for him. Spin in the pit lane. And that is a slam dunk, unfortunately. He's in the pits now. And there's not even a tyre on that not even a tyre on that wheel rim. Now he's on intermediate tyres, how Smithy is. And I'm wondering if he could have waited one more lap then. Potentially Smith. Unfortunately, our first casualty in the Japanese Grand Prix is Slayer. He's out of the Japanese Grand Prix, unfortunately. Issues with the connection, and he is out there. Smith Almighty, the first driver on the intermediate tyres. Now, this is going to be interesting, and let's see how he does that. I think it's far too early for the intermediate tyres. There's not very much a wet line at all, is there? So Smith Almighty is going to struggle. He's also got a 5-second penalty. He had a very good start to this race, but now it's just kind of flipped on his head, hasn't there? It's the opening couple of laps there has unfortunately been really good for the McLaren driver, but not now, unfortunately. Jay Hings is now in 7th position now. As I mentioned, he's been slow and steady coming through the field quite nice indeed. He's now all over the back of Vessier in the Ferrari. Jay Hings is he's been an absolute revelation since joining ALR. A massive fan of Jay Hings, I am. So I'm not going to make no bones about it. He's been superlative in whatever championship he's driven in, gold, silver, bronze, and I think he's done a bit of Formula 2 as well. Magnificent driver, and now he is going for a manoeuvre on the outside of the Red Bull. Vessier gives him just about a Ferrari's whip there, but I don't think Jay Hings is interested in that whatsoever. Vessier that went a bit deep into the first part of the triangle chicane there. Jay Hings there is lined up nicely there. He's got the momentum. DRS available as well. I'm surprised actually. I thought that he would have breezed by there, but Jay Hings is down in 6th position there. Vessier dropping down into 7th in the Red Bull. So as you can see, the rain has been coming down for a number of laps now, but it has not changed the tires of not changed the track conditions whatsoever at the moment, and so it's still dry tires. Swanshanks, who was very high up in the opening stages, but him and his teammate had a bit of a brush with each other, and unfortunately Swanshanks did not fare too well and has dropped down into 15th position now. Oh, and almost slid there. I would say that that is very close to maybe intermediate tires. Or was that just overheating of the tires for Swanshanks there? Potentially. Rain not heavy enough yet. Knowles is saying, and I think that unfortunately we're getting a visual representation of that from Smithfield Mighty, who is 10 seconds behind the next car of Duncan Davey, who's gone very wide into the hairpin. Gap at the front is under a second once again, but I'm sticking with Vessier for the minute. No, I'm sticking with Winnie. Here is Winnie then recovering, and he's back in the points then. Smithy struggling on intermediate tyres. Knowles is saying, unfortunately, of course, Knowles is correct on that one, and Smithfield Mighty is going to it's unfortunate there, he's on soft tyres there, and that has not paid off at all, has it, there for Smithfield Mighty there, as Knowles giving us the up-to-dates in the pit lane, and it's at Ted Knowlesy tonight, isn't it, instead of Ted Tango. Over the grid hatch again, and DRS is still been enabled then. It's not wet enough for the DRS to be disabled then. Here comes Winnie, and now he's on the inside. He has done it there, and up into 10th position there is Stick and Smoke almost spinning the car, kept it going in a forward motion there into 10th position there, but I think the driver's on the hard tyres. Must have known about this weather, that it was coming in, but they thought that it wasn't going to be heavy enough there, so they stayed. So they elected for the hard tyres there, and it seems to be paying off. I think that Smithfield Mighty is now, the gap is down to 8 seconds there. Yellow flag, and it's one of the McLarens. It's, oh no, in the Dunlop there, it's Styles. Styles is off the circuit, and McLaren's day is not going well, as he very good awareness there from Styles. I wish I could say the same. I have got no awareness whatsoever, but he's got no end plate there either, unfortunately for Styles, as he recovers now. Yellow flag is still for Styles at the moment there, but no safety car or VSC at the moment. I prefer Ted Tango, although my surname does start with a K also, as well as we might have to call Knowlesy TK from now on, won't we? As we just got no, we can't, because we've already got a TK. Goodness gracious me! As I was thinking of that shop, TK Maxx, as into the pits comes Casal, who is going to one of the first of the front runners to make a stop on the intermediate tyres now. Haas mechanics are ready, or no, it isn't. Is that dry tyre? It's dry tyres, you know. Casal is staying on the dry tyres, and look at how bumpy the pit apron is here tonight. But Casal staying on the hard tyres. He's coming out of the pits now. He has to adhere to the pit lane speed limit, and there's Swanshanks powering past Casal's teammate there, and oh my goodness me! And Vintage there flying past Casal. Casal's going to have to get these tyres up. Look at that. That's a lot of rain now, though. I think Casal may be regretting that decision sooner or later, then, because the rain is getting a lot heavier now, isn't it? That I think that it's very close to the crossover. Casal may have run out of tyres, though. I think everyone else is going to have to stay out. And it almost off the circuit. And Casal is keeping it just by going medium tyres there for Styles, and they are all staying on to the staying on the slick tyres there as they come over the Brawler Hill once again. Vessier, since he's been passed by Jay Hings, has really upped his pace beautifully, hasn't he? Really good stuff indeed. Marsky I think, was all over the back of Swanshanks. Now he's gone from attack to defence there. That's how quickly your life changes in Formula One. Marsky, who is in 12th at the moment. We got Duncan Dave, who had a very good showing in qualifying, is through and passes Marsky and moves himself up into 12th position. Now Marsky down into 13th, unfortunately, for the Haas team then, and both Haas now out of the points there. I must admit, I miss that. I miss that overtake. Or just seeing how that transpired there. I thought that good overtake indeed there for Duncan Dave. It is Duncan Dave. Rain is into the pits now. Comes Marsky. So both Haas cars then are the first to pit. Then Smithy Almighty is gaining on these drivers actually now. He's on the intermediate tyres still, but I think that those tyres are going to be quite cooked by the end of this one, aren't they? We've got to take a look to see what the gap is between himself and Kaz, and the gap is 8 seconds. Well, actually, the gap has actually grown a bit since we last took a mental note of that gap. Unfortunately for Smithy Almighty, the intermediate tyres not working out at all. Marsky is on the intermediate tyres. Slayer's AI has stayed on to the medium tyres, which to me usually means that it's not wet enough. That's how I usually go about it anyway. The AI pit Slayer's car for medium tyres enters it end then for Noel Sustain, and now Jay Hinks has gone very wide into Spoon and is going to lose all that momentum there. There is a flash of a mushroom in the background. There he is, Serious Mushroom, who's done a very good job. As same with Winnie as well. Winnie once again showing his speed there. Jay Hinks is flying at the moment. Vest just got past Jay Hinks there, unbeknownst to me, whilst I've been waffling on. And he's in 6th position. My goodness me, this race is flying by. I've just had a look. We're well over half distance now. I thought that, it's Jay Hinks. I thought he was off and into the pit wall there. Indigo crashed into the pit wall, didn't he? And of course, caused that safety car as having a nightmare race. Indigo was has 2 last 2 races. He has not had a correct setup there, and it's caused handling issues for the Red Bull driver. Duncan David has just been passed by Casal. Serious Mushroom on the soft tyres now until the end of the race there. I feel it's had a bit long, do you reckon, there? Soft tyres there in racing speeds. I think that might be that's going to be that's 11 laps there for Serious Mushroom. Let's see how this one goes there. Rain has been coming down for a number of laps now, but but the only intermediate tyre runners that have come into the pits there, that have come into the pits there and gambled is Smithy Almighty and Marsky. Smithy Almighty back in the pits now. The intermediate tyres has not been the right way to go, and I think it is very much still slick tyres. Smith Almighty has finished his intermediate experiment, coming to the pits onto medium tyres there. Unfortunately, the damage has been done. If he wants anything out of this race, he does need a safety car or something to bunch up the field there. Same with Stars as well. Both McLarens are looking strong at the halfway distance there, and now all the way down into 17th and 18th position there. Slayer is absolutely devastated there as he has dropped all the way down to P7. Unfortunately, as he was up as high as was he up in 5th or 6th position then before his Wi-Fi kicked the bucket. Unfortunately, just watching Jay Hinks, who is still giving Vestier some food for thought. Lap 17 out of 27. This race has flown by. No safety cars or anything like that at the moment. It's been a very good race so far. I think that the rain has been coming down for quite a number of laps then, but no one is coming, and the intermediate tyres are not quick enough. Marsky's the only driver on the intermediates now. We had Smithy on the intermediate tyres, but he's abandoned that now and come back out onto the medium tyres. So we have got Duncan Dave in the pits, and Winnie's just come to the pits as well. Serious Mushroom is going for the undercut. There he is, and he, goodness me. No, there's Winnie. I thought Winnie was in front of Mushroom then. I would have been very impressed indeed then, but here's Winnie on the soft tyre as well. I'm a bit, I'm not sure if the soft tyre is going to go to the end, to be honest, but I have been wrong before, and I'm going to be wrong again then. Lost out on 10 points today, as Slayer saying, but it is what it is then. So Slayer is absolutely devastated by that then, unfortunately, for the Mercedes driver then. But onwards and upwards, of course, we do have a sprint event next week as we go to Qatar. We got 3 sprint races in the next 4 races. I think we've got one in Qatar next week, then we've got one the week after in the United States. And we have a brief pause in Mexico for a standard racing event. And then we have another sprint the week after in Brazil then. So yes, as we finish off the season with a flourish of sprint races. We've had 6 sprint races this season. TK into the pit lane now. Gap is 6 seconds between himself and his teammate. So himself and Kaz here. He might. I think the undercut. Kaz is out of the undercut territory. So I don't think he's going to be too concerned by that, is he? TK intermediate tyres for TK. Golly gosh, I'm surprised by that. I thought that he might have been going soft tyres, but intermediate tyres as well for Kiki and soft tyres for Jay Hings and Vessia. The drivers who have been second and third in this race have gone inters here. Let's see how this transpires now. But I'm absolutely surprised by that. Then everyone else has come to the pits, has gone on to slick tyres, apart from this man, Kiki and TK. Wow, I'm absolutely dumbfounded by that then, as goodness gracious me, we've only been on there for about an hour now, and we're already we're already 2/3 into this race. Incredible stuff indeed. Winnie has got past Jay Hings there. Winnie now up into 8th position there. Serious Mushroom and Winnie has got past Hings and Vessia. They've gone for the undercut there, and I think they might be kicking themselves, Hings and Vessia. They might be able to get past, but they've only got 1 lap younger tyres, and let's see how crucial this is going to be for the end of the race there. But yeah, might be kicking themselves on that one because they have lost positions there. Intermediate tyres then for Kiki and TK. What is the diagnosis, I hear you say? Well, at the moment, Kiki is catching Sick as Muck here, and into the pits also comes Kaz. And he is Kaz has got about a 6-second advantage, didn't he, over TK, something like that, going across the before coming into the pit lane. So he did have time there to defend against the undercut. That rain is getting heavier now because look at the track. Look at the water on the floor there. Intermediate tyres there for the race here as well. Brooksy has gone soft. This is going to get very interesting indeed. Jay Hings almost into the back of Winnie there. As I'm not sure if he misjudged it there, but the race leaders who have gone on inters now, I think that the track is starting to transition. Look, you can see the raindrops on the top of the tarmac now. And what about Sickers Muck in full position there? Who is the highest runner on the new soft tyres or new tyres? That is this man here, which is Casau. Is he quicker than the top 3? The top 3 have gone inters. Everyone else has gone on the soft tyres. This is going to be an interesting race, isn't it? Is the 3 drivers at the front right, or is it the rest of the field that is like, goodness gracious me? Marsky is also on intermediate tyres as well, so he may be able to get himself back into this one. But I do feel that the track is getting more and more greasy now. Sickers Muck is hanging it out as long as possible. And my goodness me then. And I thought Castle was going to have a sniff at the inside. Then he thinks better of it out of the hairpin there. There he accelerates. Oh, I love that camera shot. As the drivers get on the not so loud pedal these days. But it's still quite loud, isn't it? Albeit it's not as loud as the old V8s, V10s and the V12 then. No spray yet then, but... there's the Scuba Stew into 11th position. A good drive again from Scuba Stew. They got a point, didn't he, last time out there, and he's hoping for another point again here tonight. Scuba Stew, as he's flying at the moment in the Alpine car. His teammate is also flying as well. Kassar having a sniff on the outside of Sickers Muck. Sickers Muck thinks better of it then, as the 2 Alfa Romeos swapping position there. Brooksy, I wonder if that might have been a bit of team play from Serious Mushroom there. I think it was, as Brooksy now needs to hunt down the drivers in front of him then. So is there going to be a transition? Yellow flag there. Vessier's off the circuit there. As a yellow flag there for Vessier. We had yellow flags momentarily. I'm not sure who is for, but Vessier's got a penalty in that instance there. Winnie, who's now in 7th position there. We've got Sickers Muck and Mushrooms in the pits as well. And it's intermediate tyres and Mushroom there is down a second stop here. And so Mushroom now is thinking it is intermediate tyres time then, as the track is getting a bit more sodden now, isn't it? Brooksy all over the back of Casal. Casal has not lost or gained any any time then on Kiki. But if this rain gets heavier, it's just more, it's just going into the hands of the intermediate drivers. Here's Brooksy now in at 5th position, and Vestia unfortunately is not it's not a threat at the moment in the background now. Brooksy's having a really good run of form, isn't it? And can, as he made a race, the race winning the strategical call in this one, we'll find out now. But at this moment, it is as you can see, look, they're offline. You see that there's a couple of there's starting to be a bit of water, isn't there? You can see, look, going into Spoon as well. My goodness gracious me, you can see that there's a bit more of a shinier part of the tarmac of the track, isn't there? Brooksy is desperate to get past. He's sitting in front as the podium sitter at Kiki, and now he's going wheel to wheel with Casal. Casal on 6-lap old hard tyres. Brooksy on soft, flying through and up into 4th position. Intermediate tyres. Now let's see what the gap is. Casal struggling to slow that car down, and I think that the hard tyres are going to really struggle in these conditions there. I think softs would be a lot more happier in these conditions than the hard runners, and maybe in the medium runners as well. Intermediate tyres for Sick Smoke, who's all on the back of cars around. Serious Mushroom has elected to make a second stop in this race. Here comes Jay Hings. There goes Jay Hings. Passes Winnie up into 7th position. Winnie down into 8th. Whoa, it's who's that off? Sick Smoke there, who has spun there. I'm wondering if it was a day late and $1 short. Jay Hings has lost out as Winnie is back through and up into 7th position there. Unbeknownst to me, we had an incident in the triangle chicane there, and unfortunately we missed the re-overtake there of Winnie as Swan Shanks, as Marston got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. He's going to be kicking himself on that one. That's the second driver with a 5-second penalty today for speed in the pit. Sick as Muck back up into 12th position here as both Aston Martins are fighting, and both on completely different strategies here. Brooksy is flying. He has gained 2 seconds out, so the track is not good enough. It's not wet enough for the intermediate tyres. Goodness gracious, we have been talking about that all the way through this race there. And I would have thought with the top runners going on intermediate tyres there, I thought that might have been the way to go. But goodness gracious me, anything can happen. DRS is still enabled as well. And can Brooksy, with 6 laps to go on soft tyres, win this race? And the drivers in front of him have all gone intermediate. So goodness gracious me, we got Vesser, we got Winnie. Oh my gosh, they're all going into the 130R. And goodness gracious me, Jay Higgs is very much in the middle of this sandwich now. Winnie up the inside, he's taken 7th position there. What a manoeuvre. And they've come a bit closer, haven't they? But Winnie up into 7th, Jay Higgs down to 8th. Brooksy didn't get past Kiki down the back straight now. I think it's Inter's now almost nosy is saying, and it is very close to the crossover, isn't it, on 22 out of 27. Strange weather in Japan, isn't it? Goodness gracious me, just like Sunday in gold, goodness me. It is very slow to transition, is there, around Suzuka? Incredible stuff, to say the least, here. So the debutant Kaz is 7 seconds up the road now. It's kind of he's got it all. He's going his own way at the moment. Now, he does have a nice buffer, but if he is on the wrong tire, that buffer could very much disappear quite quickly. The soft shod Swanshanks has got past the intermediate of Sick as Muck there, so that might give us a clue about what tires is right here. I have no idea, to be honest, which is fantastic to watch there. Very much edit your seat stuff here tonight. Scuba Stew, it's got a 3-second penalty, and we got yellow flag. Oh goodness me! It's the race leader! He's off the circuit! The man who has been incredible in imperious form has got off the circuit, and TK leads this Japanese Grand Prix by 4-5 seconds now. With just 5 laps to go, he was very much a country mile in front in qualifying. And in the race, and he's very much commanded it, but all of a sudden, this race has turned on its head. Wallace Cass got left in the tank here. He's going to have to really put in some laps out. TK leads the Japanese Grand Prix. Wow, incredible. Brooksy is all over the back now. There's Casal, great drive in 7th position. Now Brooksy's having a look there. He's up the inside. He's taken 3rd position there. Passes Kiki and up into 3rd position. 3.5 seconds the gap is between himself and Cass, who is who's had an issue there, but he's bringing the gap down quite rapidly here between himself and TK. Has Brooksy got the right tyres? I'm not sure anymore. I have no idea, but this is an incredible Japanese Grand Prix. Absolutely love it. Incredible stuff. This is why we love Grand Prix racing, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Duncan Dave back up in the 13th here. Oh, my word. I'm going to have to very much wet my whistle at the end of this one. I've run out of squash, shamefully. As much as I was moaning about me apple and blackcurrant, cheap apple and blackcurrant, wouldn't mind some right about now. But maybe I should just go out on the track there. As very much we've got a lot of moisture out there, haven't we? Gap is down to 3 seconds now. Cass is flying out there. He is really reeling in TK. Hand over fist here. Don't think there's any damage on the Alpine now. Sigismund's got a 3-second penalty. We'll take a look at the penalties in just a second there. There is the race story of all the drivers out there. Once again, Winnie flying up the order. Sirius Mushroom up into 9th position as well. One of the McLarens has had an issue. And who is that? I think that might have been Smith and Whitey. This has turned into a nightmare race for the McLaren team. And Smith and Whitey was on a good run of form, wasn't he? Unfortunately, though, that run of form has come. A good run of form has come to an end in this race. Now Kiki is coming back out, Brooksy, and Brooksy is now through. Look, there's spray, and now Kiki is through and up into 3rd position now. And the Sprilla, yes, I think that now may be the time for intermediate tyres. Surely, anyone who's on the intermediate tyres now is going to be grinning from ear to ear. Scooby Stew in 9th position, fantastic. But he's got 2 drivers of Sirius Mushroom and Sigismund on intermediates behind him. Anyone else who's on slick tyres from Miser stay out now, surely, I would say. Cass has got the gap down to under 2 seconds now. He's flying up there. The other Cass of Cass has got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. As we have got the 2 Aston Martins are fighting. So, as we've got Swanshanks hoping to get some points today, but he's dropped down into 12th, unfortunately, as his teammate is better equipped for the conditions. Winnie on an incredible battle now. There is Vessier just in front. He's been reeled in quite quickly as Brooks has got... Kiki up the circuit on intermediate tyres. Thank goodness gracious me. And Kiki recovering now, but that is the golden opportunity which Brooksy wanted. DRS is still enabled at this stage, so we've got this battle between Vessier and Winnie. Jay Higgs, and now we've got Cassell in board as well. Vessier does have a 3-second penalty at the moment now. Driver of the day vote is out now. TK, Brooksy or Winnie. Get your votes in now, ladies and gentlemen, there. As it is going to be a very... I got to say, I don't really know who to vote for at the moment, because this is going to be absolutely incredible. And into the Casio triangle there. And at the moment now, it's still as you were. Gap is under a second now between TK Grand Prix winner in a bronze and Cass making his debut tonight in bronze, who's really ripped up the form book here tonight. But here comes Winnie on the outside through Vesser, giving him just about a Mercedes car's width, and up into 6th position goes Winnie. Once again, impeccable driver for the Mercedes car, and Winnie there is incredible, isn't there? Some races he just 10-second penalty there for Sigismund. That's all but ended his chance for points, I think. And Scooby Stew driving superbly well, but he is going to struggle with just 3 laps to go. But nope. He does have a penalty, doesn't he, Scooby Stew? I said, but let's hope he can get to the end of the race. The gap at the front is 6/10. Oh goodness me, he's within touch, and this is now with just 3 laps to go. And let's see what TK can do. Can he repel the attack of the charging Alpine here on the 3 laps to go in this one here? Oh my goodness me, we have got battles for 1st and 2nd, also the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th still in play at this moment. Then 6-10% for Winnie there for driver of the day so far. Brooksy, I think, has got 33%ish there or thereabouts. And just watching Cass, who's having a sniff there, but he's going to have a look there on the DRS start to finish straight. Good. And Winnie there is on the outside. Winnie is going to be on the outside. Nope, it's Cassell cuts across the Mercedes driver as we go into the triangle chicane once again. No dice at the moment. Here comes lap 26 out of 27. TK is using I think he's using his battery store contact then, using his battery store very cleverly as Kaz there is getting squirted out. I think he's getting a bit on the loud pedal, a bit too harsh there. Yellow flag in sector 1 there. And who's that off? Brooksy's off the circuit. Winnie trying to go up again, and similar to what happened earlier on, Brooksy's off the circuit with just 2 laps to go in this Japanese Grand Prix. Oh my goodness gracious me, Scooby Stew's dropped down to 10th position now. He's on serious mushroom 2 at 9th. Winnie's same as earlier on, then Brooksy off the circuit there, and off. Is Brooksy damaged? They're just taking, he is damaged badly there for the Alfa Romeo driver. Goodness me, this rain has really hurt Brooksy, hasn't it? What a shame. And once again, Cass is all over the back of TK. He is flying at the moment. We're on board with Cass once again, and he's going to go for it. He's look when he's got a 3-second penalty there. That good race for Winnie there might be unfortunately contact there between TK and Cass, and as TK is strong in these conditions, he hasn't got the same pace, has he, as Cass here, but Cass once again just cannot get on the power, on the low pedal as smoothly as TK as we go over the Browner Hill once again. The TK leads out, second finish this Cass, and we've got off a grandstand finish, and we've got Jay Hings out, who is just keeping Vestier in tow. Cass out in a superb pole position here. So he's got a 5-second vote on the penalty, starting to rain in now. Only one retirement, and that is Slayer out of the Grand Prix. On board with Cass now then, and here he comes in, but once again, TK is actually harvesting there, but he's a bit too far back at the moment. As you can see, the track is now quite sodden now, and it is anyone on the intermediate tyres, so it's going to be, it's very much in the advantage. Serious Mushroom in at 9th finish there, making 2 stops there, but he might be able to improve further, but at the moment, no, it is. But at the moment, no, he's, I think he should, as Brooks is in the pits, going to be devastated, Brooks is with that race after such a strong performance, and he is, oh goodness me, out of the Grand Prix. Cass all over the back now at TK. Kiki in first position, Cassal in a superb 4th, yellow flag in 1 of 3. Oh, sorry, is Brooksy the second retirement in this Grand Prix, and Cass all over the back now as he's going this way and that way, but TK will not be the time. He's going on the inside, and he's sensing up the inside. Can he stop the car? No, he can't, and TK retakes the lead in the Japanese Grand Prix. Fantastic then, very coolly done there from TK. Mark's got a 10-second penalty then for a shortcut in the circuit. He's going to have a look, and Spoon! He is contact there. Oh no, and TK has been knocked off the circuit by Cass there, and TK is going to be livid with that. Oh goodness me, and Jay Hings is now up into 4th position there, and TK is going to try and recover here, but that, oh goodness me, then under very contentious circumstances here, into the final turn there for Cass on his debut. What a performance there for Cass, but it's going to be the Spoon corner incident, which I think is going to be at the top of the conversation. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix on his debut. Fantastic stuff for Cass. What about it's got yellow flags there for someone, I'm not sure. Cassal's dropped down to 6th then, and Kiki has dropped out. Kiki has gone now, and Jay Higgs is on 3rd. My goodness me, Jay Higgs has got 3rd in the end there. Has got 3rd position in the end there, as a Vessier in 5th, Cassal 6th, Winnie 7th, Mushroom recovers to 8th, but can Scooby Stew points in the last 2 races there for Scooby Stew. He's on a roll now. Scooby Stew is there with 6th Muck in 10th position. Recovering to, no, listen, Duncan Dave gets a point as well in the Williams there, but goodness gracious me, as the rest of the drivers come through now then. To be fair to Cass, he's apologised to TK in the driver paddock there. He apologised because he was very quick indeed. Cass, and unfortunately him and TK he spun TK around there into Spoon corner, but he has apologised, has Cass here tonight. So as I do understand that TK would not be too happy with that actually, but I think that we'll see how that one transpires there and leave it to the stewards there. But what a race that was in the end. I did get thrown the boat. I started last, Serious Mushroom saying, so not a happy chappy there. Serious Mushroom, as Marsky gets another 10-second penalty there, and he's been disqualified there, so Marsky will not make it to the line, unfortunately. Well, technically he has, but he's been disqualified, so unfortunately that's unfortunately for Marsky there, almost at the end there. As Kaz has apologised, I let him buy next lap. Kaz said after contact between himself and as 33% for TK, 33% for Winnie, and 33% for Brooksy. We've never had a freeway tie, I don't think, for driver of the day. Goodness gracious me. So that's going to be. I think that was the first time. Good heavens above. So it was the debutant tonight, Kaz, who took a pole position and took a win. But of course, the talking point is that incident in Spoon Corner where he tapped the back of TK after TK was leading with just a couple of corners to go. Yes, Kaz was leading for majority of the race. Did make that mistake though, didn't he? Goodness gracious me. As Scuba Stew gave himself draw of the day. I'll give you a draw of the day as well, Scuba Stew. Superlative performance there. 2 races in a row now, Scuba Stew has been on the podium, so very good stuff indeed. Very good stuff indeed. Brilliant drive by Stu. Let's take a look at the classification then from the Japanese Grand Prix. Cass on his debut, pole position to checker flag. Then it sounds simple, but it was anything but. TK second today. Then I think TK will be a bit unhappy of how that race transpired. Jay Hings, what a drive up to for a brilliant 17. Once again, showing his incredible performance. Kiki in fourth, Fesher fifth, sixth is Casal, Winnie seventh, Serious Mushroom eighth, Scooby Stew in ninth, Duncan Dave in 10th position now, Vintage 11th, 12th, Single Smoke, Smith and Mighty 13th, Swan Shanks 14th, Retirements was Slayer 15th, Kaz, Styles 16th, other retirements was Brooksy and Marsky, who got disqualified at the end of that race there. And Cass, what an incredible debut here tonight there. Pole position and the Grand Prix win, which was really superb today. However, let's start off with Spoon Corner, shall we? Because we all love a bit of drama. But we have said that you've apologised in the Discord as well. But you was all over the back of TK in there, but unfortunately you two came to blows in Spoon.
Yeah. Let's start with qualifying. It was like amazing. Like the car was on rails and it never stopped. Every single lap it go faster and yeah, the start was great. I choose to go on the hard tire, but yeah, it packed really good out for me. So I think it was a good strategy, but it would be raining on like the end of the race. But it starts raining like lap 10 or something. I don't know. But it was a bit complicated because they said, or my race engineer said, yeah, it's still good for dry tires. So then I I will go into the box and I forgot that I've choose the intermediate tire. So yeah, it was a mistake, but yeah, it was drivable. But then I make a massive fault. So yeah. Yeah, my apologies to I don't know what's his name, is TK or something. Yeah, it it was really hard to come back after my that I spun, but I think it's okay. But we have to wait until the VI is ready with. I don't know what he's gonna do. I have no idea.
But after that qualifying performance, you said about great it was. Then when you have a dominating qualifying performance, is it do you feel like in the race then it's this is going to be an easy victory, or can't you think like that then because qualifying the race is two completely different disciplines? How was you feeling after qualifying then? Did you think I feel confident here?
Yeah, I thought it would be easy. So I had like 6 tenths to B2 or something. I have no idea. But but in the race it was really difficult because TK was so fast. It was insane. So yeah, I I I I thought it would be easy, but it wasn't. It was like I think one of my hardest races of this year. So yeah, it's my debut here at ARL. But yeah, it was great. But yeah, it's a bit double of emotions. So it was a good race, but not that good. Maybe not so clean from my side, but we have to wait. We have to wait.
But overall, a great win today. Well done indeed on your debut there. And, very good stuff indeed there, Kaz. Brilliant job there. Let's come to the TK who finished second today. And TK, goodness me, as Kaz said that you were very much following his shadow for majority of the race then. And as we heard about, the rain was came down so early on then, but it seems like it was staying on intermediate tyres for a very long time there. But tell us about your feelings after that race.
Uh, I had no business being in that race. We got somebody that's got the pace of gold reserving in bronze, and the fact that I even stuck with him, I was happy enough with that. But then, I don't know, getting dumped on the last lap, nah, that's not all right, man. I raced him clean. When I was with him in the dry, I didn't bump him out the way. I didn't hit him. Left him plenty of space, and he just, like, even before the last lap, he bumped me. I don't know. I'm gonna report it, but I don't know. I feel like if I don't get dumped, I win the race because I have a whole battery that I'm gonna dump on that straight, and I'm not pleased right now.
But of course, Kaz has apologised in the paddock there. I think he definitely does feel commiserations for that incident. But yeah, you said you had no business being in that race there, but you drove superbly well in that one. We heard Kaz say that he was on the intermediate tyres there, and he didn't mean to go on the intermediate tyres towards the end. Then, what was your thinking about the end? Then, was you I'm in iron about where to go softs or medium or inters at the end?
My tires, the first stint, like I kept with him, and then once the rain started, I lost all front grip, and then he pulled away, and I thought the rain was gonna get harder, so that's why I went to inters, but it kind of maintained like between like kind of ready for inters, but still ready for like softs or whatever it was, but yeah, I don't really know. I defended my life there them last couple laps, and I don't know. I could be 9 points behind Potato right now, but I think I'm gonna be like 15 now. So yeah, that would have been a really good race to catch up to Potato and create a gap to Troop Box and Vessier, but that's no longer a thing.
But also, you jumped in the car with literally with no practice either. How difficult was that going straight into qualifying?
Uh, I literally like I didn't play F1 from like our last league race till literally I dropped in the TT for 5 minutes last night, did 3 laps, and they're all garbage. So when like I qualified second, mind you, I went 3/10 faster than my TT time, and we were still 8/10 away from Cass. I didn't think I'd stay with him as long as I did, but I mean I don't know. I'm happy with how the race went until the last lap.
But a very good second today. And yes, that you would be under single figures now, but it is still some points into Nude's lead today. But well done today, TK. Brilliant drive indeed. And Jay Hings there, who came out of nowhere in the end there. I must say, unbeknownst to me, I didn't see you creeping up there because you had an almighty scrap for sixth, seventh, eighth for majority of the race there, and you somehow got a podium in the air and in the end there. Tell us how that happened.
Yeah, I think going on to lap 26. So the last 2 laps I'm in P8, and then turn 1, 2 people have spun out. I think it's Brooksy and Winnie, and then another person, I'm not sure who it was, the Haas on hards, has spun out into the hairpin, and I've managed to go up the inside of Bevezier as he's avoided the crash, and then just over the line. I think it might have been Kiki's ran out of fuel, so I've just managed to grab a few positions just by being in the right place, really.
You certainly are, but I think it's more than just being in the right place because over the course of the season, you've certainly been always there or thereabouts there. I think that it's very much more about the skill that you drive at over the races that you've been with us. But today was a very unusual day. Of course, we've heard Kaz and TK talk about the rain there. How unusual was that then to like wait out for so long to see if the inters were going to come or when the inters were going to come? How difficult is it to judge your strategy today? 'Cause I don't think you went on the inters, did you, in the end?
No, I went from hards to softs. But looking at the weather report before the race, it was only meant to be one part of light rain. So to me, that suggested we weren't going to get inters weather, or at least it would only be one part of the race that was inters. So I never really considered inters, but it was whether to go hard medium or hard soft. I think hard medium probably would have been better, but I don't think I could have done better than P3 today.
It was a very superb. It was a very superb race as well. When you started the race, did you think about maybe a safety car coming out? Do you plan for safety cars? Because you probably was surprised that there was no safety cars when you always, or can you factor in that kind of thing?
I think you've got to have it in the back of your mind somewhere, your strategy if a safety car comes out, but you've got to have a race plan as well if there isn't one. So stuff like fuel and keeping tyres in case of a safety car, you got to do both. So I did keep a spare set of fresh softs from qualifying in case there was a scenario like this where at the end of the race you would need softs.
Really well done today, Jay Hings. Brilliant job to get that podium. Superb driving. Well done to TK who finished second today. And well done to Cass on his debut there. Absolutely flying as well. But goodness me, we've got drama already in his debut race. I love it. Of course, there's TK and Cass did come to blows on that final lap in Spoon Corner. But we'll see how that one plays out. Tomorrow night, it is Formula 2. We are in Japan for Formula 2. I'm looking forward to that. And it's very much going to be a test of man, driver, and machine. I cannot wait for that one. That's tomorrow night, 7:30 UK time. Unfortunately, got me back in the commentary box there. I hopefully won't be a sweaty mess, but I usually am. See you tomorrow for Happy Hump Day. Goodbye.